Hey y'all, it's Gwenny Square. I'm working on my huge king size mile a minute blanket, and I have found a fatal flaw in it. Now there are several panels in. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 5th panel going on. And right here, I should have had 2 shells in this corner. And there's only one. And I'm like, okay, what do you do whenever you get to that point? Are you going to frog this whole gray row and frog all of this that you've connected? Because I'm doing a connect as you go. Like a connect as you go granny square, but a connect as you go in the mile a minute. What am I going to do? So come to find out, it's near where I actually started. And I am going to undo where I have closed in these sections. So where you wove in your ends whenever you were putting it together. Let's see. Okay. So you just start trying to figure out which way you went. So you're just going to kind of take it out. So you can see which way you crocheted. Because at this point, you're really, really into this. And that'll be a lot of frogging, which frogging is whenever you undo crochet and it sounds like rip, 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 rip. Or ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. So that's what they call frogging. So let's see if we can untangle this. And fix this fatal flaw. Okay, so we've got that part out. And so fortunately, this was the direction I was crocheting in. I'll have to do another video on what happens whenever it goes back the opposite direction to a fatal flaw, because I learned something the other day. So what we're going to do is back this back out some. And I'm going to back it back out quite a bit. Cut that so I can tie in a bigger section. So that knot is not so close to the very end. Let me go back up here. And get this corrected. So that's one reason why it's really important to count as you go and go back and check and look. I guess I was rushing through this one. Okay, so this is where my flaw was, that I was missing a part. So chain 2. So that knot is going to be right there. So now I will have my corner fixed where I chain 2 and make a shell of 3. I'll weave those ends in just a minute here. And so now I've got that part fixed. Luckily that was an easy fix. We go back and catch that first leading tail back in. And if you do not have a yarn needle that you want to use to weave your ends in, use your hook. I was using my hook to weave in ends many years before I ever used a yarn needle to weave in ends. And it's just a matter of bringing that yarn back and forth through so it can't be pulled in the directions that would cause it to unravel. And you'll probably hear my dog in the background whimpering because he wants some attention. It's Mr. Petey. And just take that hook and bring that yarn through. So that one I've got gone through quite a bit of stuff, so I'm going to trim that off. And now I'll go find those tails from where I tied those two pieces together, bring them through, check and make sure that my number's right before I get too far. Trim that off, and there we go. The flaw is fixed. Now I can move on with this third and final color of the strip. Tighten that up. Not. Sometimes you yarn will knot up on you. and you have to fix it. So I am at the corner. Get this to where it didn't split on me. There we go. Well, I don't know if I get that right. There we go. Alright, so I'm at this corner, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get my other strip so I can add it in. But what will happen, I'm going to go ahead and chain one before I knock the camera over. Let's see if I can pause this. Okay, I went and grabbed that other strip. So now what I'm going to do is find the end and did that one chain one. I'm going to slip stitch into this corner and decide which way I want my hook to go. There we go. Chain one more. Now I'm going to go back into this corner whenever I can get my yarn over. Get that double crochet shell made. Sorry about the movement of the camera. So I got that shell made. So that corner is completed. So I'm going to start going down the side. I'll just go underneath and slip stitch into that space in between the two shells. I think I'm going to move my yarn out here. So now I'll go into the space between these two shells and make a shell. Sometimes whenever you're videoing and you're not used to looking on a camera while you're crocheting, you can have some issues. So in between these two shells and this other strip, I'm going to slip stitch, and now I'll go between these two shells and this strip and make a shell.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm making a video for my Gwenny Square, Avery. What are you doing?
Do you know where the kitty is?
Kelly is around. She's busy doing something. Why are you messing with my scissors?
Because
You're not supposed to mess with scissors. May I please have them?
I like.
Thank you. I know you like scissors.
All gone.
All right. All them M&Ms are gone. Avery has eaten a whole tube of mini M&Ms, y'all.
The other one's all gone too.
The other ones are all gone? Oh my
Why
word.
did you click these two?
Well, because I didn't need them. They needed to be trimmed off.
And there's
She's
another
asking
one
about-
right here too.
She's asking about a piece of yarn.
I already cut.
No, you do not need to cut. So,